that leaves us back to our two actual heroes who are going to who are going
You
to do
are
what?
not wrong.
So the point too is that whatever it is, it sounds to me as though you're going to be taking a little bit of time.
Yeah, we active breaker, I guess you would say. I mean,
Right,
preparing for
Right.
eventual consequences.
Yeah.
So what is
Do
it that
you-
you'll do in terms of preparing? Anything specific?
Well, I did look also at the risk. How many points of brown did you say I lost? It was like
You lost 4.
quite a lot. 4, yeah.
So
That
you're
was
currently at 4
0.
and 0.
4 and 0. I would like to also.
I mean,
Wait,
0
what?
quickness.
Yeah, exactly. If I have more charge left, I would also like to use the restore physically injured bronze full capacity.
Oh,
Damage.
well, goodness.
Capacity.
Why, look at
That's-
that just sitting there on the sheet.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, you could, it seems to me you can either take the time, a significant amount of time, to make this into an inscription so that you could use it over and over again, or if you want to just cast it and it be done.
Well, that depends. How long do you think we're going to... I'm getting the feeling that we're knee deep in in the shit already, and I feel like we don't have that much time to
play
Yeah, I
around
think
with inscriptions.
just...
I would be quite anxious to start. I
Okay.
think. Like,
Yeah.
really wanting to.
Yeah, time is of the essence. here.
Okay,
Like,
so
it's-
lose that 1 charge and restore your brawn to
Yeah,
8.
and quickness becomes fatigue, so that
Oh,
would be a problem for later.
wow. Well, that's pretty good, though. You
Yeah,
have regenerated yourself from being
Yeah.
What
severely.
does that mean?
It means that he's
It means
actually
that-
yeah.
I'm recovered back to my full points,
Yeah.
but I if I remember correctly, fatigue has consequences later, but not now.
Well,
Instead of
consequent-
being 0 in quickness.
the consequence, it's the other way around. Fatigue right now means that your quickness is still at 0.
Mm.
It just means that it will come back a lot more effectively. In fact, I might just want to check on that fatigue recovery situation from the rules. Oh, right. Okay. With any scene transition, it comes back. So all you have to do is finish out what you're doing here, and when we start a new scene, then your quickness will be back up to its regular 5.
Perfect.
It won't
So,
right away.
practically,
Right
yeah.
now, you are still tired, but once you feel that you're done preparing and want to do something, then it will.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so at the moment I'm seeing the two of you busy, I don't know, reciting nursery rhymes or whatever it is that you use for your magic. And I would like to know a little bit more about what Atta is doing.
Yeah. I've been thinking because I think because he felt alone and had still had those feelings of wanting to belong to something. I think he was very he got attached to the little spirit, and I'm interested in what I could do with the spirit. Like, is it still there? Can I?
Oh, right. You're talking about the little creature, the little spirit.
The little
Oh.
house. I don't know what it was called, but
I think that the best thing, let's see, this is me moving kind of out of my rules zone at the moment. You left it here, and the fires were reduced. So I think that you can you can probably call it to yourself. I mean, it was in this area. So, so yes, I think that it can return to you.
Can it help me in like in some kind of battle or fights?
These things are very, very useful in getting ordinary life problems done.
Okay.
They are not so good for dealing. They're terrified of that they will be destroyed. They're kind of like the canaries. They'll die first against the flames.
Okay. So they are you can't really.
Your job is to protect it, not it to protect you.
Okay.
For purposes of dealing with the apocalypse.
Okay. So I couldn't really do anything in this situation with it.
Unless you want to tell it to do something to handle problems that you have in ordinary life.
I don't think I'm thinking of any of those.
Yeah, you're just not thinking of those at the moment, even though it might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
Right. Considering that you've totally abandoned your ordinary life at this point.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm just I don't want it to disappear.
Right.
I want to
Take care of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe he could be.
I mean, the charge you're.
How do you like?
Sorry. Go ahead.
How do you? Can you like call on the entity, or like how do you find it? Is it like, can I do some kind of investigating, or is it like, can I feel inside me where I'm
well, the basic abilities that I've talked about that you have just because you're carrying charge, and the fact that you're carrying 3 points right now is almost a pool of possibility. It's almost like the player says, well, I want to do this. And if you're carrying 3 charge, you're just such an awesome prophet at this point that it'll probably work. So for any of these purposes. So if you want to, you could basically challenge it. Let's see, I'm looking here. Target. I'm looking for entity targets. Ongoing advantage die. Anything else? Let's just go ahead and make a new spell, because that one about imbuing an artifact I'm going to get rid of anyway. So I'm going to instead say entity, call it to confront. Okay, yeah, that you can do, and it doesn't even require. You just have that one basket of 3-point charge, correct? I think that's all you have.
I don't know.
I'll double check your sheet.
So.
I think so, but
I think so, Finch.
I think you had 1 recharge and 1 launcher.
I think it was
in total.
Yeah,
let
me look.
Think it was even.
I'll just check the notes. Here we are. Yeah, you've got 1 point. You got 1 charge sitting right here. You can call it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll use
it. If I do, will Andronicus be prepared for that, or
we will see. We will see if
how long is your? If you're still like doing your spell.
No, but it's our own action.
Okay, it's just
yeah.
Okay.
If
so I'm ready. I mean, if I at least until the next scene, I will be completely recovered.
Yeah.
The only thing that is your concern right now is that you are right in the area that is currently under a bit of lockdown, and therefore you are having to deal with some social issues as well. So
Me or
both of you.
us. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, the two of you are together, and frankly, you're standing around acting weird and muttering rhymes, and
All right.
you know,
yeah.
and you were right in the middle of the area where a bunch of people were going crazy and torturing each other and stuff like that. And by now, since some time has gone by, they've swept through the affected area and carted up quite a number of bodies, and probably are looking for someone named Andronikos, who is married to that woman with with killed people in her yard. And she's frantic about you, of course.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. At this point, I think you're a little spirit, which my character doesn't know about at this point.
you can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, whatever help we can get to get out of this, because I don't want to tussle with people who would never understand that they're not a good look socially. So if we can get out of this quietly and possibly return home. I know I live pretty close by. We could just go there and cover Kuchik, and we can just get this over with. Yeah, we need to leave quiet.
Mhm.
Just walk the other way. Just turn around and walk. Hope they don't say anything.
Yeah.
There we are.
That's my plan.
Okay.
As casual as possible.
Yeah, that sounds good. Trying to just get away.
Okay, so this is what the spirits can do, and you usually have to do it through a shaman, but in your case, you have a special bond with this one. So it says, perform a professional or logistic task, accomplishes something as if the relevant roles were successful, and it occurs when you're not there. So in other words, you send it away and it settles problems for you. Right? And
Fix it.
and it can Ooh. Huh. For example, it can just go kill someone that you want to kill. But it can also do constructive things, like if you had like a court case and you couldn't make it and you sent the spirit, strangely enough, it all worked out in your favor even though you weren't there.
Okay, so can we use it to make sure that we can slip away without getting any problems?
Well, that would be to solve your problem. If you want it to, that's...
It has to be a problem that we can't
Right, it's something that it's not something you're
Oh.
trying to do. It's not going to give you like a bonus or something in your own actions. It's taking care of something out of your presence. So Andronikos could use it to solve his problems if he's willing to pay for it. And you can either use blood or money.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Pretty
can.
rich. So.
You are
assuming.
wealthy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
therefore, you would basically, let's see, you'd basically have to pay into some of Atta's debt. You'd actually use your influence to reduce his debt. Probably reduce like the term of slavery that he's in.
Interesting.
So shorten it, not.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about what's I'm just because currently we are here, and where I would where it would be best for me to be currently is at home, moving things out with my
Right.
wife,
Mm-hmm.
where there's been, I guess, some issues.
Yeah.
And currently I can't do that.
Right.
And you said it's an automatic success role, I guess you could say.
Correct. Yeah. These things are great.
So,
You just have to pay blood or money.
yeah, and I mean, I have money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cheap
You
way.
also have blood.
I also have, yeah, I do.
Well, he just got all that back.
Pay
He's not going to give it up right away, right?
Yeah.
You pay a professional to deal with you. Please go and fix my relationship while I do something
Yeah,
else.
but, yeah, I mean,
That's right.
if I can send it as a marriage counselor without me even having to
Actually,
be
it
there,
won't work
that's-
for Zafira because charm
It's
rolls
family.
won't work on family members.
Yeah,
But it will settle all of the sorts of legal problems or issues that she's
yeah,
wrapped
because
up
that
in.
was another thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the city guard.
Right. That can be easily solved.
Yeah, because that I feel like is a good step in the right direction for
Yeah.
the future.
Okay.
Not having to deal with that. So yes, I will do that.
So it has to be with Atta's permission because that's his spirit.
Yeah, exactly. So I will ask like
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure.
huge favor.
It's, I don't think I would have against it.
Okay. So let's see here. Right. If the white dice value is higher than the black die. So taking care of this, which requires a little bit of sending like a personal token to the family, right, that is in charge of Atta, it's a little difficult in this, this social problem circumstances, but you can get it started. It'll take like a little while for all of this to happen. But it'll say here, right, trust in your authority is reduced for the rest of the vision. What this means is that from now on, for the rest of this vision, Andronikos cannot use charm to influence people to do something besides what they're responsible for. You can't, I know this isn't really Andronikos' concern right now, but if it were a time when you were dealing with people in some ordinary way, but you want them to do something besides what they were expected, remember there was a charm roll to accomplish that? Well, it won't work for you.
Okay.
Right. So you have a reduced authority effect for the rest of the vision for doing this.
Well, it seems like a good.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
the vision is not very far.
exactly in the moment your priorities are willing to let that go. So okay, well that solves the problem of what we're going to do with the spirit. And now, and this sort of activity is what will take up the rest of that time unit. So that means finally your quickness will recover. So
Okay.
4 to 5. Raw. Where is it? You're going to be sitting there through a whole time unit, which is at least an hour in this case. But finally, circumstances seem to have reduced and relaxed a little bit, so that the soldiers are letting everybody go home. And confirmation is coming to each of them. A horseman will come by and basically say, okay, time's up, let the bastards go. Looks like everything is settling down. There was some sort of madness, taking over. This particular soldier on the horse is foreign. He's not from the city. He's in the governor's special squad that came with him, and he's just saying this place is crazy. The legend, the rumors are true. Everybody here is just half out of their minds all the time. Too much holiness, right? Everybody just goes these.
Everybody's a prophet.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're a prophet, and people go
Doesn't work
crazy.
like that.
Yeah, I can't wait to go home. It was pretty and weird,
Yeah.
but enough is enough.
And Raw kind of feels that too. I just want to go home.
Right.
Since nothing seems to be going on here now, and they're letting us go, and so Raw will book it home.
Excellent. Let's go take a look at that family chart of yours.